Welcome to Power Mondays. Blue Mondays are a thing of the past. Your Mondays will never be the same again. We enter our weeks with energy. This is Empowerment Podcast. We are here to empower you, to inspire you, and to equip you. You are chilling with Nompilo Gumede, the Powerhouse. Enjoy the show. Greetings to you, our beautiful listeners. It's Monday again, and I'm your host, Nompilo Gumede, the Powerhouse. What a beautiful day it is today. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you did get time to rest. Rest is very, very important because it recharges you to get the strength you need to go forward. So just to remind you that as the Empowerment Podcast, we come to you on a daily basis so that we make sure that you're equipped, you're inspired, and you're empowered. So just make sure that you always listen to all our shows. They're exciting, they revive you, they help you get the best out of everything. And as you know, that Mondays are my favorite days. I'm having very exciting people here with me. But before we hear who they are, I would like to remind you that we now are on TikTok. Just follow us as the Empowerment Podcast. Follow our group on Facebook as well. It's #Empowerment Podcast. On Instagram, we are Empowerment Podcast. And we're also on YouTube. Please just tune in and watch our videos and see what we get up to. If you are on WhatsApp, we're also on WhatsApp. You can add us and give us feedback via WhatsApp. The number is 065-615-6641. Before we move forward, last week I got feedback that was so humbling, and I just would like to share it with you. It was from Facebook, and the name of the listener was Tulile Dlamini. She wrote, "I was listening to your message of being true to yourself yesterday. I liked everything about it. I read it word for word, and I'm really happy for you, and your life is proving to us that indeed God rewards those who are faithful to Him." It was a very long message, but I just chose this part because I feel like I must let you know that you actually didn't miss out on that message, because you can go back to the previous podcast and also get empowered. So we really appreciate your feedback as the Empowerment Podcast, and we'd like to hear from you what you think of the shows. You can even suggest on what you want to hear on the type of content, and even suggest the guests that you want to hear being interviewed in our shows. We are welcome to your feedback. So today I've got the love birds because it is the love month. So we're celebrating love. So what I love about my guests today is just they're proving to us that umshado akulona ijele. I'm sure most of you can relate because there's a song that says that. So in English, that means marriage is not ball and chain. So their surname is Mkhwanazi, and you're gonna hear why I chose them to come today. They're just gonna be empowering us on showing us that marriage is not a jail. You can still have your dreams, because some people are scared of getting married and saying, but I have my own dreams. But this couple here is proving that you can still pursue your dreams while you're married. You'll understand why once I speak to them. And they also, I love love, guys. So anything with love inside, it's just so inspiring. So I hope you are going to be inspired. So before wasting any further time, let me just welcome them into the show. Welcome, Khwezi and Nkazi.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity.
Hi, Nompilo. Thank you for having us.
It's such a pleasure, guys. Based on my research, I picked up that you guys are making education fashionable. Mm-hmm. So please tell me more. Before maybe we can go to making you guys making education fashionable, who is Khwezi and who is Nkazi?
I am Khwezi. My maiden name is Mkhize. Now I am Mkhwanazi, and I am a PhD in chemistry student.
I hope you heard that. She's doing her PhD. Thank you, Khwezi.
Okay, so I'm Nkazi. I'm her husband. I am a PhD graduate in human physiology, medical sciences. I come from a place called Indulinde, north of KZN, and our city is eMandeni. So if you know Mandeni, if you know Stenga, that's really my hood. And thank you for having us, Nompilo.
You're welcome. Khwezi, where's home?
I am from Encwadi. It's an hour from Pietermaritzburg, closer to Bulwer and Impendle.
Oh, wow. So you guys are pursuing your PhD, Khwezi, and you are already a doctor. Can you please share what your research was about and what do you specialize in?
Okay, so I did my master's and my PhD in diabetes mellitus.
Okay.
So basically what I did was to extract certain compounds from medicinal plants. To be specific, I used cloves.
Okay.
And I used that, and we tested it on rats. We made the rats diabetic.
Oh.
And then from there, we gave them the medication, and they were better, because blood glucose concentrations were decreasing, and their renal function was also improving, which is really good because most of the times diabetic patients, they don't really die of diabetes, but they die of complications of diabetes, such as kidney failure. So from there, I then decided that, okay, let me take this study further with my supervisor, and then we decided that I would improve our compound. So in other words, we decided to make new drugs from this compound because the challenge was that it wasn't dissolving well in water, which makes it a little bit difficult to absorb. So we decided to make about 7 drugs from this parent compound that we're using in our masters. And then I also tested it again on rats, tested it on cells, in the test tubes. And we saw that it's actually even 4 times effective compared to the parent compound. And so that's basically what I've been doing. And one of the things that really made me go into diabetes mellitus is the fact that, I've lost my grandmother from diabetes. She had stroke. She had a stroke, and then later we found out she's diabetic as well. And I also lost my dad from diabetes as well. So I thought to myself, let me, make a contribution to science and see whether we can come up with something. The journey of discovering medicine is very long, but I aim to make a mark.
Wow.
In medical sciences, yeah.
Wow, I'm so inspired. So from your pain, you've turned your pain into someone's gain, because now you're bringing a solution that in the future people won't. Let me not add. I'm sure people heard what you're saying. Khwezi, what is your PhD all about?
For me, it's improving the way nanomaterials are made. So I'm making nanomaterials that degrade pollutants in water. So as new things are invented, new medications, new fabric dyes, so the old way of processing and cleaning water is no longer effective or as effective on the new contaminants. So that's just the gist. I'm studying new ways to make nanomaterials that are more effective.
Wow. For the benefits of our listeners, what is nanomaterials?
Nanomaterials are very, very small particles, and the reason why they are 100 nanometers and less. So they are smaller than microbes. Yes. So the reason why they are special is materials at that size, they have different properties than average sized materials. So that's why people are aiming to make them smaller.
Oh, okay. Guys, I'm so inspired by what you are doing. It's like you want the world to be a better place. So I'm just blown away by what you're researching and what you are doing. And now let's talk about, okay, before we go to love, because I told you I love love. But before we go to love, what makes people not to reach their PhD level? Because when we start, we believe that we can all be doctors. Did you have a dream to be a doctor when you were young?
Okay, so when I was young, I wanted to be a doctor, like a medical doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to be a medical doctor. And, you know, when you're growing up, they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yes.
Like, I want to be a doctor. And I think maybe my parents saw a potential there. My grandmother started calling me Dogotela.
Oh, wow. So your grandmom saw this before it even happened.
Yeah, so she started calling me Dogotela. So it has always been my dream to be in the medical field, but now I'm in the medical science field, whereby I'm not necessarily treating patients, but I'm behind the scenes.
You're bringing the solutions.
Yeah, the solutions and stuff like that. So it's really as you grow up, you have a dream that you want to do 1, 2, 3, and 4, but God always has something even better for you. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be able to do research, because now, I work at the university, I get to supervise students. I have a student who's working on stroke.
Oh, wow.
I have a student who's working on nanoparticles, but now applying them in medicine.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really a good job in terms of me being able to impart my knowledge and helping people be better at what they do. Yeah.
Wow, Khwezi, what makes people not reach their PhD level?
I think it's just challenging because if you say you want to pursue postgraduate studies, people don't understand because they've seen people with undergraduate qualifications being okay and making it and being able to live great lives. So especially family, they do not understand that you could be working and doing something, and how will studying further help you. And plus as well, it could be financial pressure if you wish to finish studying quickly and then go back home and be able to work and go back home. So it can be a lot of things that hinder people from pursuing.
Oh, wow. So you guys are married, but you're still pursuing. Now we're talking about love. Then how do you let your wife continue to pursue her dreams while she's married? Because sometimes people think once you're married, then all you have to do is serve your husband, start having kids as soon as possible. Like, people just believe that no more dreams after being married. And some actually look at marriage as a goal, that once I get married, then I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything. I just have to be at home and serve my husband. But you guys are still, Khwezi is still studying, you are still studying, and you're still focusing on your dreams. So your dreams are still valid even after marriage. So can you just share your secret on how you keep having those dreams, and where did it start?
Okay, so maybe to start off, I just made up a quote. That's good. I would say her dreams are my dreams.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah, so I think it comes from, our wedding vows. We vowed that we would lay our lives for each other. So on a daily basis, we die to ourselves, and I aim to serve her, and she aims to serve me. So at the end, it's a win-win situation. So I really want to make sure that my wife gets the best treatment she can get if she wants to pursue something I want her to go for it, because, marriage, gone are the days whereby, a wife, even if she had a profession, you'll be told that, now you need to stay at home, because the husband is going to provide. I think gone are those days now. We need to be inspiring our women to even be better than us.
Wow.
So if she is happy, I'm happy.
Her dreams are your dreams.
Yeah.
Khwezi, what keeps you going against the normal? Well, the what used to be the normal thing that there's a stay-at-home mom, and what motivated you not to want to just cut off and just be a wife and serve Nkazi full time, and what motivated you to actually continue with your dreams?
I think people have just different dreams. There are people who can be a stay-at-home wife and mom and thrive in doing that, but I know for a fact that wouldn't be me. And I'm really grateful because I have a husband who is supportive and is genuinely supportive, even though other people don't understand. Because as you go through life, people are commenting like, "Hey, Bo, so she is not working and she's studying when she's she already has 3 qualifications already. So why don't you just ask her to go work?" But I'm really grateful for him honoring me, because he knew even before we got married that I got married when I was doing my master's. So I was already on that path already. So yeah, I'm really grateful for him.
Wow.
My dreams, even after
marriage.
Yes.
How long have you guys been married?
It will be 4 years in June.
Oh wow! Congratulations! Such a long journey. Can you briefly share your love story? How did you meet? Where did you meet, and who said what? And it's the month of love. We must embrace these things.
Sure. Okay, so I'll start. We met at church.
Oh wow, that's a good place. People must start going to church now.
We met at church, and she had an interest in learning how to play bass guitar.
Oh.
And at that time, she was going to SCF, and I was attending another church, which is his people. And we happened to have guitar academy at our church, and I was also one of the people who were teaching guitar academy. So she joined, and obviously as added in the Facebook, in the WhatsApp group, we started communicating and stuff like that, but not talking about love. We were talking about bass.
Okay.
And guitar. One of the things I've been talking to my wife about as well is that I started actually praying for a wife like her in high school.
Before you even met her?
Before I even met her. So when she came around, and God just almost reminded me, this is what you have been praying for.
What a faithful God he is.
So I think along the way, I must have sort of forgotten what I had been praying for throughout, the years. But when she came along, then I was reminded, this is what I've been praying for.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then from there we started, being friends.
Yes.
And and sort of friends, because I know Khwezi, she had a very big wall around around her, just to prevent any Christian man from coming close. Yeah, so I just took a bold step, and I just asked her out.
Wow.
And then we started chatting from there, and then after talking to her, then she decided that she would spend I don't know how many months praying. And then so she went and prayed, because I wanted to make sure that she has to make sure that when she prays, she gets a confirmation, some sort of confirmation from God, such that when things don't go well in our marriage or whatever challenges we face, she doesn't all start doubting, that is God part of this? Stuff like that. Yeah. So that's how it's actually started, from guitar, and now husband and wife.
Wow. Khwezi, what keeps your marriage going?
What keeps our marriage going is God. Because I don't believe that humans are good by nature.
Definitely.
So it's a big thing to fear God, because in your own mind you can justify anything. Your own logic makes sense.
Logic. You convince yourself sometimes that what you're thinking is correct.
It's correct, yes. But there are some things that you can't say and things that you can't do because you fear God and you honor God. So that keeps us going. And what Nkazi said, that I aim to serve him and he aims to serve me, so that it's not like one-sided and one person feels like they are strained, they are
carrying a heavy load.
They are pouring more of themselves out while the other person is not reciprocating.
Wow.
Yes.
You guys are couple goals. You are.
Oh, bye.
So, do you have any tips that you can share with young people that are at the present praying for a good partner? So, I heard that Nkazi prayed for you. So, any tips? Is there anything to look out for?
So, for me, what I would say is that continue praying. That's number one. You need to pray. The Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. We need to continuously pray. Bring our requests to God. And I also want to just highlight on the fact that you need to also surround yourself with people who sort of share the same vision with you. Scripture tells us that bad company corrupts good manners. So if you have good friends who know you very well, and whenever you make a decision such as, moving one step into wanting to get into marriage, your friends will always be there to advise you, to pray for you as well. And I also say that it's important that one read. We need to be reading books. I know, guys, we don't read as much. Again, I started reading books about marriage, long way before I met my wife, Khwezi. Read books, and you get a lot of godly counsel from there. And lastly, I would say that deal with ourselves, deal with yourself as well. In as much as you're praying for a partner, pray for yourself as well. If there is some sort of if there's some sort of sin that one is struggling with, especially, I'll just talk about this because it's so personal to me. Sexual sin, something for me that had been a struggle for some time, but I already had someone who was working with me, and my pastor who was working with me, and when I approached Khwezi, I was open about it as well, and say, what, this is what I am doing, these are the steps I'm doing, as I'm taking to make sure that I am okay. So, so make sure that one doesn't enter into marriage and don't bring your partner into sort of a mess. But if there is a mess, just one has to be honest in a way, and be open about it. Yeah.
Wow. Any closing remarks, Khwezi?
For me, it would be that I agree with everything Nkazi said. To just emphasize on that if there's a quote that says, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. So the thing of surrounding yourself with people that have good intentions for you, that have the same values, will help you, because when you can't see things, they will see them. And I don't think that people change in marriage. I just think in marriage you have more opportunities to see who a person truly is. So if you see if a person is inconsistent, they will not be reliable or after getting married. So it doesn't mean that once you see one small thing, then you reject the person. But if the person is showing that these are the steps, I realize that I am lacking here, and these are the steps that I'm taking.
Wow, guys, what an impactful conversation. I just pray that whoever gets this message will really apply these tips that you guys have shared, and I'm so inspired. And I quote Dr. Mkhwanazi, her dreams are my dreams. May we groom young men who are gonna want to be those kinds of husbands to their wives, who will treat women with respect. And I'm also recapping on how you guys said we must die to self when we are in love. And I'm reminded that your dreams are valid whether you're married or not. You know, don't forget your dreams. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget how you started and how you want to end. And in the end, as we close, love is so beautiful. So you guys have really been an inspiration, and you're really proving that, you know, dreams and love can go together, because you still need to continue and be yourself and take care of what matters to you as an individual, even though you're married, because you can't look at each other 24/7. There are other things that need to be happening. And you guys are really our couple goals. And I'm so thankful for this time. To you, our listeners, happy Monday. Thank you, Mkhwanazi family, for having this time with us, and may God richly bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.